Hello, Macy, or whoever the new lab manager is. Here's a quick overview of the inventory manager database and how to do more of the stuff on the back end. For your technicians, I would just say have them work through this inventory manager window. That's all that they'll need to do. But on your side of things, as far as adding new employees, new technicians to the lists, or adding new projects, or adding a new piece of equipment that you want to do, there's a couple of things on the back end that you will be able to do on here. So first, let's open up this that's called Inventory Main. And right here, this is the list of all of your equipment in this table. So let's see if we make this bigger. Here is all of the data that you have. So lab ID number, you have the category, the make, the model, the serial number, the year, who the equipment is currently assigned to, who the current what the current project is, any restrictions on the equipment, like it can only be used on Dugway projects or whatnot, the date that whoever currently has the equipment, the date that they checked it out on, whether this piece of equipment is in or out. There's actually 3 options on this. It could be in or out, or it could be a missing piece of equipment. Any notes that are on here, and this attachments thing, which we'll get into. It's for adding pictures to a piece of equipment. So first, let's close this. Just right click and say close, and it'll say, do you want to change, save your changes, hit yes. Unless you've messed something up, then just hit no. So let's do adding a new person to lab. So right now we have a list of employees, but say we want to add a new employee. Let's say BJ Adams is who we're going to add. So I'll add him under the employee name, and this is just for reference. He is a master student, so we'll add him under that. And you can either click this little pencil right here and it will save, or you can just right click up here and hit save, and that'll be saved. So now that we've added him, let's close this. And now in our controls, let's say we want to check out equipment. We can look at the currently assigned, and now BJ Adams is on the list now. So we close that. Let's go back into equipment categories. Same thing. Let's say we have a new equipment category, like we bought a boat. So click here and we'll type in boat, and again you can either save it down here by clicking the pencil or right clicking and saving up here. I don't actually want to keep that, so I'm just going to delete that. And same thing, that will be loaded in those drop down menus as a new equipment category. For projects, same thing. Right here you have whatever project, so we'll add sage grouse. And project leader, we'll do Jason Wood. And we'll put in Jason's phone number and Jason's contact email. Just for reference, it's not really used in the table. But if you did need to get in contact with someone, this is an easy way to look at contact info for whoever the project leader is. So we'll save that and close. We can go back in here. So everything that you can do in the inventory manager page, you have access to everything on here. So if you're gonna be changing a lot of records, it might be easier just to go here into the inventory main, and so we can just change. We can add the year in here. We can add whatever we want in here, and it will save in these forms as well. So currently assigned, all these are linked to, this one's linked to the employees page, so all of these we can change. Same thing as projects. Restrictions, just type in whatever restrictions. Checkout dates, you can change that if you want. You can hit today. but whatever you want you can change on here. Status, in and out, and missing. If something is missing, this is how you'll change it, is just by clicking missing. And then so for this is for adding new images to the cameras. So if there's a 1, that means if we double click right here, this picture, this image is associated with that record. So let's say we wanted to do binoculars 10. Go ahead, double click right here, kind of where this, I don't know what that is, a weird music note. We'll hit add for attachments, and we can go to wherever we have saved an image. So right now I just have a big folder of generic images that you can choose from. For most of the things, like for example digital camera or trail camera, they'll probably all look the same, so you can just add the same image for all of those. For the ATVs or the snowmobiles, it might be useful to add their actual picture. So if somebody's looking through it and they say, I want to check out PW45 or whatever, they know what PW45 is. If it's a green four-wheeler, if it has racks on the front or the back, or if they can plug in lights to it or whatever, they can see it just in the image without having to go down to the Ellsworth. So right now we are looking at binoculars, so this you can get whatever this actual binocular thing is, the Nikon Monarchs, but we'll just add this one for now. So we'll just click it, hit open, and it will pop up right here. We'll hit OK, and that's saved in there. So now all these ones with zeros don't have a picture, so in their record in the inventory manager it will just be blank. It will just be a white section where their picture would normally come up. So you can go through and add all these, or have someone add all these if you'd like. If it's not that big of a deal, then you don't have to, but I think it's fun. So we can scroll all the way down here. Here we have trail cameras. Keep going down. Oops. Keep going down. We got digital cameras. Same thing, where you see the ones, there's already a picture associated with it. And let's say this digital camera, we didn't want this picture with it, right? We wanted a different one. So what we could do is click that so it's highlighted, hit remove, and then now that picture is no longer associated with this DC8. If we wanted to add one, we click add, click on whatever picture we wanted to add, hit open and OK, and now that picture is associated again with that record. Alright, so we'll keep going down, and if you go to the bottom, this is how you'll add a new record. Right here where the star is and it's just blank, you can add whatever record you want. So let's say there's a new vehicle, so PW12 we'll say. For this we want, what is this equipment category? And since it's a truck, we'll scroll down to truck, click that, and we input whatever data we want right here. Serial number, model, what year it is. The vehicles, I don't think this will be used as much with them because, I mean, checking in and out a truck every day will be tedious. So really it's for long-term projects, keeping track of where the spots are, where are the GPSs, all that type of stuff. And so trucks, checking them in and out, you won't have to worry too much about. And all this will just be loaded by that inventory manager for the by the technicians. So right here you can add notes, any restrictions, whatever you'd like, and then if you wanted to add a picture, you just double click right here and then hit add, navigate to your picture, and you'll be good to go. Alright, so I'm actually going to delete this because I don't want to keep it. And you can add whatever you want. Once you're done, again, right click up here and click save, or you can come up here and click this save button. It's all the same. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email, scottlarsonbyu@gmail.com. If not, I'm sure one of the master students has my contact information. Hope that helps.